Hey y'all, today is August
Ninth.
August 9th of 2008. Um, we're less than, I want to say, about 5 weeks till the opening season of football. Yay! Um, what I want to talk to you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Couple things before I get started. I just want to thank everybody who uh, subscribe to my videos. Yay! I appreciate it, everybody. There's not that many, to be totally honest, but I'm very thankful that there's a few people out there who take what little time that they have just to listen to what I have to say. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Another thing that I want to do is today I have a very, very special guest with me. That's going to help me kind of break down or talk about the subject that I'm going to talk about today. We'll just call her Jay. You good?
Hi.
That's good, Miss Jay. The subject I wanted to talk about today was it broke pretty much yesterday. The story has been in the news, but it hasn't been really covered that much because of, there's a lot of stuff been going on. But the story I wanted to talk about is John Edwards and his quote unquote scandal. About a week ago, John Edwards was caught pretty much red-handed. I believe it was at a Hilton hotel or whatever it was, coming out of a room of a supposed woman. Now, the story that broke pretty much yesterday was that this woman was a woman that he, in, they say, 2006, had an affair with and supposedly produced a child. The only thing that I really want to say about it is, guys, I don't think that we should throw John under the bus quite yet until we get all of the facts. I don't know about you, but as far as what he's saying, and if you read his comments this morning or sometime or other, he was pretty much saying that, if you beat me up, that's fine with me. Because no one can beat me up any more than I've already beaten up myself. So, quite honestly, and this is just coming from my opinion, when a person admits that they made a mistake, regardless of what it is, besides murder, because murder is, you're not supposed to do, that's one of God's rules, you can't break that. But if he has acknowledged the fact that he has done wrong, what I think we need to do is we need to sit down and understand where this guy's coming from. Okay, I've talked to Jay about it, and I've told her that there's a lot of extra things that are going on in his life that we don't really understand. The old saying goes, if you walk a mile in a person's moccasins or something like that, we shouldn't judge him. This guy's wife has cancer, and I don't know if any of you guys know about cancer or what the effects that it has on a person's life. They're pretty astronomical as far as their mental capacity, because that's a heavy hand. Everybody knows that when you get cancer, that's a toughie to deal with. With all the medicines and stuff that we got out now, hey, we can solve anything. We pop a pill, to get a hard on. But
that has nothing to do with John and Edward.
Well, actually, it does. But we can take pills pretty much to cure anything. But right now, cancer is a toughie, and we don't know what his situation was. It said that his wife found out about it and she forgave him. But in the same instance, John is a man. No, that's no excuse, none whatsoever, to do what he did. But you have to understand that if you don't have, let's see, positive ways of releasing tension, it can get very stressful.
So you're telling me just because his wife has cancer, she can't have sex with him?
Well,
that doesn't make any sense for cheating.
No, it doesn't.
That doesn't excuse him for cheating.
That's why.
Not only cheating, but actually have a child outside of the marriage.
Yeah. It's.
I don't know if this is a publicity stunt for him saying, okay, well, I'm like everybody else. I want to let the people and the public know that I'm just like you. I cheat on my wife, and yes, I fathered a child. So, what a better way to understand me as a candidate? No.
Right. You got a point.
So he can't try to use this to his advantage and flip it around because it's still wrong.
Yeah, right. Either or. That's that's why I say it's a little tough. But all I'm trying to say is we need to be a little bit more, and I like to use this word. I learned it some time ago. We need to use a little bit more empathy, in situations like this.
The only person I empathize for is his wife.
Yeah.
I don't empathize for him.
True.
I mean, he did his dirt and it got exposed. Now he's trying to use that as, I can relate to the people who are going to vote for me more. And it doesn't work that way for me. So
true. And that's why I have Jay here. Just to give a woman's point of view. It's a very, very tough situation. So, nonetheless, I think more details are going to come out in the next couple of days, and when they do, I'm going to have Jay here to, to use a little commentary, because I've had a lot of people ask me about the situation. It hasn't been that long, but it's just the simple fact that on every side of an issue, there's another side. And it's always good to see how a woman thinks about things as well as a man. The old saying goes, if you read the book, but women are from Venus, men are from Mars, or whatever. But nonetheless, that's just what I wanted to throw out to you guys. If you have any comments, please leave them. I would hope that everybody sits down and thinks about exactly what the roles are of a person who does something like this, as far as the marriage goes, as far as the family goes, and as far as having cancer goes. It's very, very testy. If people don't communicate, usually something bad like this will happen. And apparently, now he says he had a lapse of judgment, but if you know about what Bill Clinton said after he had his little tryst, that's one hell of a lapse of judgment. So, I don't know. It's pretty tough. But nonetheless, guys, that's all I got for you. Like I say, the next couple of weeks or so going to be interesting. We got the Olympics going on, and football season getting ready to start up. I'm so excited. I could crap all over myself, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait till my Dallas Cowboys get on that field, and then you'll see the real Cowboy Mike. Jay will be joining me too, right?
I could care less about football, but I have to be a Dallas Cowboy fan by default.
That a girl.
Because of him.
That a girl.
So
she's speaking English.
Whatever.
But that's all I got for you guys. This is Cowboy Mike and Jay. Peace out.